Hi, Stephen Bones here again. I just wanted to follow on from my last video, and the bit I wanted to pick up on, which the purpose of this video is it may help some of you out there. Many years ago in my childhood, at the age of 9 years old, my parents split up, and I had a vision for a lot of years of that moment when my mother and I physically left my father, and I remember this vision of him stood in the doorway in tears, and I was in tears, and I don't quite know what my mother was thinking because it was her decision, but I was going up the garden path and my father was in the doorway. And it was very upsetting. I didn't want to go with her and leave him, and you sort of split emotions. And I remember that vividly, and I remember I got a Monopoly set in my hand and I dropped it on the footpath, and I started to pick that up, and what I did was, and he said to me, my father at the time, just leave it, I'll pick it up and sort it, just go, because he was getting really, really even more upset. And interestingly enough, I remember that vision all through my life. So here I am last year at 59, and I'd got a trait in my personality which at that time I didn't understand why, but I would sort of, if one of the children had done something that I couldn't quite understand and I was trying to explain to them the merits of going down a different road, I'd end up ranting. And that ranting would turn into anger, and I didn't actually realise it. And my wife suggested I go and see a life coach up the road, and I did. And I have to be honest, I went to see that life coach just to prove that my wife was wrong. And funnily enough, she more or less hypnotised me, took me back. And we got back to that moment in my life, and I burst into tears, and I started shaking, and afterwards she said that's normal because I was letting go of that event. So that's, if you've got something that's going on in your life and you're not quite sure what it is, that cost me 45 quid, and she was good at what she did, and just why I didn't go all those years ago, I've no idea. Probably because it didn't pop up in my journey. But that's just a really interesting thing that happened to me. And since then, that she's lifted that and just got me talking about it. And obviously she said something to make it better or go away or whatever. And I've never had that issue again of ranting or getting angry. In fact, I very rarely get angry anymore, whereas before I would probably get angry, especially if I was stressed, quite regularly. So just wanted to share that with you. Some people may be going through a similar thing with emotion deep inside, and you might really not know what's causing that, and it's worth just chatting to somebody that's really qualified in here, but being able to dig that out. So that's Stephen Bones. Just wanted to share, and thanks for listening to my video. I will be following on with other videos and content, so please subscribe or share it. Brilliant if you did, and thanks very much for listening. Take care.